Imagine being a young cadet, stepping onto the polished floors of Starfleet Academy for the first time, thinking your only challenge is passing quantum mechanics, and suddenly discovering you're at the centre of a galactic conspiracy. But what if your dream of serving the Federation was just the beginning of something far darker? In this video, we're diving deep into the boldest Star Trek gamble yet. You're about to uncover why Paramount is risking it all on Starfleet Academy Season 2, and the burning question everyone's asking: can this controversial prequel actually save the future of Star Trek, or will it destroy everything fans love about the franchise? We'll break down the shocking behind-the-scenes chaos no one saw coming, the secret cast shakeups, and why a top showrunner from Picard was brought in to fix everything. Plus, you'll hear what's really happening with the Romulan spy storyline, the budget explosion, and the mind-bending time travel plot that could rewrite Trek history forever. The answers might surprise you or even leave you wondering if Paramount just made its smartest move yet, or its final mistake. So before the crisis, let's have a look at this. Flashback to 2023, Paramount Plus announces Starfleet Academy, and the reaction was brutal. Another prequel? Really? Fans rolled their eyes so hard you could hear it across the galaxy. Why do we need more fresh-faced cadets, some asked. Hadn't Star Trek tried this back in the 90s, only to abandon it? Hadn't short treks already explored the concept with forgettable results? But against every odd stacked against it, Starfleet Academy Season 1 turned out to be, well, good. See, when it premiered in March 2025, the numbers were solid. Week by week, viewership climbed, and by the finale, well, it was pulling in ratings that rivaled Strange New Worlds Season 2, and critics called it the Federation meets Euphoria, but smarter. Fans started whispering, maybe this is the Gen Z Star Trek we didn't know we needed, and at the centre of it all were cadets who felt, well, real. Lily Santiago as Cadet Nyota Boone, an ambitious command track student with a complicated family history. People compared her performance to Sonica Martin Green's Michael Burnham, but with more room to breathe and grow. Then there was Kulani Nikosi as Tev, a brilliant socially awkward Vulcan-human hybrid. Bella Shepherd played Major Sat, the rebellious engineering prodigy, and Eduardo Canelo charmed viewers as Shith Chathalon, a medical student with a heart as big as his brain. And for many fans, this was the Starfleet coming-of-age story they had always imagined. But what if this was just the calm before the storm? Because behind the scenes, everything was falling apart. Seriously, you won't believe this. Behind-the-scenes chaos. Halfway through production, showrunner Gaia Vao walked off-set over creative differences with Alex Kurtzman. Noga Landau was rushed in to salvage what was left. Two main cast members were recast. Entire plotlines were scrapped and rewritten mid-production, and it was absolute chaos. The kind that usually kills a show dead in its nacelles. But somehow, Starfleet Academy didn't just survive, it thrived. Imagine being a young actor on set, wondering if your job would even exist tomorrow. Yet what came out on screen was tight, emotional, and full of promise. And the season finale left fans reeling. A Romulan spy exposed at the Academy, and a mysterious temporal anomaly threatening Earth. Wild, right? But not as wild as what I'm about to tell you next. Buckle up, Trekkies. Season 2 Secrets and Legal Battles. Just weeks after that explosive finale, Paramount Plus made a move that left fans speechless. They renewed Starfleet Academy for Season 2. Production kicks off July 2025, with a premiere planned for early 2026. And for an effects-heavy show, that's a freaking warp-speed turnaround. But why the rush? See, they're bringing in Terry Matalas as showrunner. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it should. Matalas is the guy who rescued Star Trek Picard's final season from meandering nostalgia and turned it into a thrilling send-off worthy of the next generation crew. In his press release, Matalas didn't mince words. We're going to push these cadets to their limits while staying true to what makes Star Trek special. So expect bigger stakes, deeper character arcs, and tighter plotting. Imagine a classroom lecture in temporal mechanics, interrupted by a real temporal crisis that threatens to erase entire star systems from existence. Yeah, that's the level we're talking about. But the emotional level of each character and fan is at its peak. Reactions and public buzz. Despite the behind-the-scenes drama, none of the main cast has jumped ship. Well, in an era when young actors ditch successful shows for movie roles, that's quite rare. We've become a family, just like our characters, Lily Santiago told Entertainment Weekly in April. Kulani Nikosi echoed her on a podcast, saying, Tev has so much more growing to do, I couldn't walk away from this character. See, these actors aren't just here for a paycheck. They're here because the story matters. But what about Daniel Etzra, However, his character, Cadet Renzu, was revealed to be a Romulan operative in the finale. Is he returning? Well, Paramount Plus is tight-lipped, but sources say contract negotiations are ongoing. And honestly though, dropping that bombshell only to never resolve it? That would be crazy. But what could have been crazier than the reports that revealed that Paramount Plus has increased the budget by nearly 30% for Season 2? It's not smart as Spock, but that's millions of dollars extra to expand the world beyond the Academy walls. We're talking more off-world adventures, larger space battles, and deeper dives into alien politics. So, what's next? Well, Season 2 won't just continue the Academy story, it will define the future of Star Trek. See, Starfleet Academy is in the early 25th century, right? 20 years after Picard's finale. It's the furthest point forward in Trek's timeline right now, and that means it's shaping what comes next for the entire franchise. So, imagine the first generation of cadets growing up in a federation fully recovered from the crises of the late 24th century. Confident, expansionist, but facing brand new threats from the Romulans and beyond. And yes, the Romulans are back in force. Season 2 will dive deep into their infiltration plot, teased in the finale. Think spy thrillers, secret intelligence operations, and moral questions about trust and loyalty. Terry Matalas teased in a recent podcast, the Academy setting gives us this unique perspective on larger galactic politics. These cadets are training to be officers while the universe they serve in is changing around them. But you know what? That's not all. Eduardo Canilos lets slip at a convention that Season 2 will feature mind-bending time elements. Picture cadets forced to apply temporal mechanics theory in real life, with the fate of entire worlds hanging in the balance. Wow. And speaking of balance, by the way, the galaxy reacts. Legal and media analysts are calling this Paramount Plus's smartest move since greenlighting Strange New Worlds. Trek fans on Twitter are losing it. Finally, a Trek show that understands the power of youth and hope. Another one wrote, if Matalas gives me a Romulan arc that makes sense, I will forgive him for everything. And there are rumours, big ones, swirling about returning legacy characters. Whispers say Michelle Hurd might reprise her role as Raffi Musica, now a senior Starfleet intelligence officer. There's even talk of a certain android daughter of Data making an appearance. Wait, what? Well, if true, this could be the connective tissue bridging Picard and whatever Trek becomes next. The stakes of success. But with great ambition comes great risk, maintaining quality under a rush schedule, satisfying hardcore Trekkies and Gen Z newcomers, navigating Paramount Plus's corporate uncertainties, evolving the premise without losing what made it work in the first place. Terry Matalas said it best. We're building something that honours 55 plus years of Trek while charting new territory. These cadets represent the future, not just of Starfleet, but of the franchise itself. In the end, there are no guarantees, only questions. Will Starfleet Academy Season 2 rise to the challenge and redefine what Star Trek can be, or will it crumble under the weight of its own ambition? Well, we don't have the answers for that yet, but if we are going to ask the actors and the fans what they feel about this, maybe we can get some clues. First, Robert Picardo, who plays the Doctor and returns as an Academy instructor, said, mind-bending to portray a character with such a long digital memory that clearly remembers the 36 generations of organic colleagues. Showrunner Terry Matalas teased in an interview, there is a rich opportunity in the stories that could be told if legacy were to continue and come to fruition. Never say never. And Jonathan Frakes, known to fans as Riker, weighed in with hope, saying, they can't deny the fan reaction, and that's true. On the other hand, fans on Reddit are already buzzing with excitement. One user wrote, Robert Picardo's in it, Tig Notaro's in it, it has the most massive set of any Star Trek ever. Another speculated, my guess is if fan support's loud enough, Paramount will move some money around. It's clear the stakes have never been higher. For the cast, the creators, and for a fandom desperate to see Trek boldly go where it hasn't gone before. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure that you watch the next one as well. And I'll see you there. But in the meantime, live long and prosper. See ya. Bye.